Well, hello everyone and welcome back. And as you can see here, we have a bunch of bees flying out of this hole in my retaining wall. And I decided, instead of spraying wasp spray and killing them that way and agitating them, I decided to hot glue my vacuum hose right in front of their home and turn it on. And after about an hour, I vacuumed around 90% of these bees. And what I'm going to do is put some duct tape over the hose, bring them in the middle of nowhere, about 10 miles away, or to someone I don't like, and release them. And we'll see if these bees are actually gonna make it back home after 10 miles of travel. And if they do, that'll be actually pretty interesting to see. And I'm gonna have to repeat this whole process again. But for the meantime, this is recorded in 240 frames per second, just for you guys to see how the bees were sucked in. This is definitely by far not all the bees that were sucked in, way more. Anyway, enjoy the slow motion. Well guys, as you can see, we use this Shop-Vac to set up the hose right next to the beehive that's in the rocks over here to your left. And it worked really well. We had this thing running for about an hour. I think we got most of them. We got about 90% of them. I want to say tomorrow I'm going to turn this thing back on in the middle of the day when they're a little bit more active and get, let's say, the rest of the 10% or so what's left. Because there's really not much left. We have one or two flying around. They're all in here. Now, there's two ways of kind of doing this. You can actually just buy some Wasp and Hornet killer and actually just spray it into the hole that you have where you have a lot of bees, but you're not going to kill all of them, and you're going to agitate them, and you still might get stung and whatnot. Or you might do this early in the morning before they actually went somewhere, and there's still a good chance that you're not going to kill all of them, and they're going to be all agitated trying to figure out what's going on. You can get bit. In this case, when you're vacuuming them, even if you're walking around here, which I did, they don't even bite you because they hear a noise and they see where they're getting sucked in, and they don't even bother me. They're just kind of agitated by the noise, and they're trying to see what's going on, and they're getting sucked in, coming in and coming out, as you can see in the video. So there's two ways of doing this. If you are want to be environmentally friendly and save these bees, you just need some duct tape to cover up the tip of the hole of the vacuum and transport these bees somewhere really far away to one of your favorite enemies and just let them loose there. Just kidding, we're just let them out somewhere in the wild. And now, if you are afraid that you might open this up and get stung, you can always kill them while they're in the vacuum. So you have the vacuum running and you take some of this wasp bee spray and you keep on spraying it into the hose as the vacuum is running, probably for like 20 seconds, and it's gonna fill the chamber in here with this wasp Hornet killer stuff, and it should kill them. And then you can just dispose of what's in the vacuum. Now, the way I did it, and all this is going to be in the link in the description for the wasp killer. And most likely, we're going to get that anyway, but there's going to be a link. Duct tape you can buy anywhere. There'll also be a link just in case. Vacuum, vacuums are very generic. You can use pretty much any vacuum. They should be all sufficient in power. This one's just a big Shop-Vac, but you don't need something like this. I'm not sure if you can do it with a regular house vacuum because they are smaller. I'm not sure how you're going to contain the bees or let them go. In this case, what I did, if I open up this, and there should be a lot of bees inside, okay, nothing is going to come out, and I'm going to show you why. As you can see, here we have a vacuum bag. Everything goes inside the vacuum. So if you wanted to release them this way, you bring this whole vacuum to the place, or if you undo this, and there's going to be a hole, and you plug it up with something really quick, and then you transport them somewhere, open the bag really quick, and just run away, I guess. You can do that, or like I said, if you spray this through the vacuum and you want to kill them, and if you don't want to save these bees, then it will just kill them in this chamber. The vacuums come with a regular filter that's on here. If you use the filter instead of the bag, when you open up the vacuum, all the bees are going to come right out of here. Okay, and if you don't want that, get one of these bags, this is actually not only just useful for bees, this is just awesome for vacuuming. So usually you have to empty this and there's a lot of dust. Everything gets contained in this bag. You just flip the bag and you just put a new bag in here, and it's actually very convenient in that way. This vacuum is a 16-gallon vacuum, and this is one of the bigger ones. Yours might be a smaller one, and the vacuums are sold in increments, so they can be sold from, let's say, 15 to 20 gallons. You can always put a smaller one on a bigger one, but you don't really want to put a bigger one on a smaller one because there's a lot less room, but it should still work. But they're going to be in the description. I can see them moving around in here, so we're going to release them. Some are really far. Now, if we probably will, if we get a chance, maybe in the next video we'll show how it was when we release them, and kind of what I want to see if we drive them about 10 miles away. I'm really interested to see, are they all going to come back? That's why I want to vacuum them tomorrow one more time to make sure we got all of them, or mostly all of them, and then transport them 10 miles away. And I want to see, are these bees actually going to come back? We'll see.